welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'm Natalie. I'm an empath intuitive card reader and a visionary as well. And I'm here this evening to do the general weekly reading for the sign of Pisces, one of my favorite signs. This is going to be for the week of the 19th of April through to the 25th. I've been behind on the readings. All those planets going retrograde, I think there's like 6 of them. I've never gone through anything like this in my life. Anyway, I'm way behind on everything. Not even going to go there. I just am. And I've been knocking myself out trying to maintain some level of professionalism with the channel. And one of that is expectancy and dependability. And I failed on that this week, and I apologize for that. I'm not even sure I'm going to get the rest of these out. Pisces, I'm getting you done tonight. I just lit my candle from intuitivecandles.com. This evening I'm burning. I'm down by the bay, and these are soy-based candles. And when the wax melts down, you receive a mineral or stone as a reveal. That's your gift, and they're beautiful. And I wear them. I'm wearing mine. Wow, I've got 3 of them here. My sunstone, just very quickly. Feels like marble, looks like marble. It's beautiful. My rose quartz, which is, I love. And my favorite is the aventurine. And I have a yellow agate that's lost in my bed. I still haven't found it. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do, we're back to the smudges. I know you guys have been waiting. There's no sweet grass in this. But what I have in here is cedar. Picked off the area here. Some grandfather's beard, which is, see if I can get you a piece. Because I know a lot of you won't know what this is. It's a certain kind of lichen. It's like a moss. And that's what it looks like. It's very dry. And on a lot of the trees around here, the birch tree, it hangs like this, very long. Exotic looking. So there's cedar, which I love the smell of completely. The grandpa's beard, a little pinch of tobacco. And magic powder, sage. That really pulls it together. For those of you that are not familiar with smudging, it's an indigenous custom in North America, and it's considered highly sacred. It cleanses the energies, your energies, my energies. It cleans, it's scientifically proven to clean out 95% of the airborne bacteria. You know what? If you guys don't want to hear all this, just take your mouse and scroll along until you see the reading start itself. I don't have any expectations of anybody. But a lot of you guys do enjoy this. You've asked about it. What happened to the smudges when you're bringing the smudges back? Sweetgrass is just starting to just come now. It's just breaking through the ground. This is northern Canada. It's Canada in general. Unless you're on the west coast, we have real true winters here. 6 months of it. Freezing cold, tons of snow, freezing rain, everything you can think of. Come on, catch. Here we go. I love this because it's like the cedar makes it like a campfire in your palm of your hand. I need one of those miniature bellows. Don't you do this to me tonight. But I tell you, those planets, even the simplest things, become a challenge. I just want to get a good smoke up. Get these energies clearer because the Lord knows they need them. There we go. Oh, it's so much like a real campfire. It smells like one. And smudge the cards. Cleanse the energies and vibrations. And for you, dear viewer, for you. There, the smoke will clear. You don't need to see me anyway to get the reading, do you? As long as you can hear me. Alright, so let's get right into the cards. They've already been prepared, other than the shuffling. So we're going to get right to the shuffling. This is for the sign of Aries for the week of April 19th through to the 25th. Please bring forth the messages for this general reading. General readings? No. General readings, for those of you that are new, are free on YouTube. There are thousands of people watching the video, so some of the reading may resonate with you, some may not resonate at all. If you want it just all about you, I offer that service of personal readings. Information is found down below this description box in the more area, in the description area. Read through that once, if you please. Then you just send me off an email, and we'll take it from there. Those of you new to YouTube, the red subscribe button found just below this video window, click it. You'll be notified every time BFMB Fortunes posts any new videos. That way you don't miss anything. Subscriptions are free, and you can leave anytime you want. Pisces. 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 Messages for Pisces. There we go. That felt great. These are your cards. Pisces. Okay. Very first card Tarot's brought forth for your attention. Oh, what a way to kick it off. On Monday. The moon, la lune, all about illusions. On a Monday. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me none. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either. 7 of Wands, endurance for your Tuesday. That's not Tuesday. I am sorry. Hold on. I bring my calendar up. See, I'm messed up as far as timing goes. This is Wednesday. Hump day. Your week begins in this reading on Wednesday. That's your first card. Alright. Maybe now I won't lose track. Keep your fingers crossed. Thursday. 7 of Wands, all about endurance. Your Friday. Keep your fingers crossed. Are you kidding me? Ugh. 8 of Swords, it's about restriction. Your Saturday, I haven't seen her in a while. The Queen of Swords, she's all about resilience. That's not a bad thing. Your Sunday, 4 Cups. That doesn't surprise me. It's Sunday after all. Represents boredom. Your Monday. What a mixed bag for a reading. Oh, come on, Pisces. Doesn't mean what you guys think. I can get good out of this card. I always do. It is also known as the Tower in the Rider-Waite and a few other decks as well. In this deck, it's a sinking ship that's under destruction. It's caught fire. It's been struck by lightning. It's going to sink, and it's in the perfect storm, you might say. That's what I'm hearing. So it is the Tower, and it is destruction. And this is on your Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And your last card to come in on your Tuesday. Wow. 1 out of 7 isn't so bad, I guess. It's a 7 of Pentacles. It's all about potential. You can have the potential to strangle somebody too, but hey. It's the mood I'm in. Oh boy. At least I still find the wherewithal to smile. I don't know how genuine my smiles are today, but okay. Okay, so here we go. The moon. All about illusion. I like this card because I like the artistry. And I like the energy. I like it. It's vibrant to me. It's a full moon. And I'm saying it's over the ocean. I would say the Atlantic. And on either side and surrounding the moon, but real heavy, are 2 curtains of Aurora Borealis. And behind that is a smattering of stars in a very deep blue velvet sky. And the moon is illuminating the water. And up comes, it's actually supposed to be a crayfish, but looks like a lobster to me. and 2 seals. And they're watching the moon to see what's going down. They know things are being brought to the surface and things are being illuminated that have previously been hidden. And that's what I'm hearing for you here. So, let me get it close enough. You can see the aurora borealis on either side. They see the pink, the blues, the greens, and the smattering of stars. It's a very, very, very interesting card, to say the least. It holds a lot. This is a rich card. It's what I call a rich card, because even during the readings, the times that I've read this, this can go in so many different directions, like a firecracker is just shooting burst of fire, and you know, sparks are flying in every direction. You don't know where they're going to go next. You don't know where they're going to land. Sometimes this card is like that. But the moon watches what you see. And it also sees past illusions in your life, Pisces. Things you may have been disillusioned about even in the past. And the moon is looking back at that because you're looking back at it. For some of you, a general reading, and I'll keep reminding you through the reading about that. So it may not apply to you at all. Mean nothing. For some of you, Pisces, see, here's the thing about the moon and illusions. It always paints a picture in my head of a warm summer night, late summer, where the crickets are now in season. So you get the cricket background sound going. And it's a dark velvet night out there. And the stars are out. And there's a moon out. But it's so clear and it's so perfect. You can still see a lot of stars, even though the moon is full. Because the moon tends to wash that out. And you're walking along a moonlit beach on the shores of the Bay of Fundy, maybe. And it's one of those nights you don't need a flashlight. It's a perfect night. There's no mosquitoes gnawing at you. There's no moths trying to get in your hair. It's comfortable. There's a southern breeze, and it's warm and soft and enveloping. And you're in the throes and in the moment of falling in love. And it is falling in love in all its perfection and all its glory. It is amazing. You're transformed. You're transported. And it's perfect. And you think, I'm walking on clouds and I want to tell the whole world I'm in love. And then it ends. And then the next day rolls around. Under the blaring sun and the light of the noonday sun, will what you had the night before stand the test of reality? You're grounded. In the light of day, things can come to light because light washes away the shadows. It chases them away. And anything that was once hidden is no longer hidden. Things can come to the forefront. This may happen to some of you. All the rest about the beach, all of that was setting the scene as a metaphor for things that we can get caught up in. And you know what? Who wouldn't want to believe that setting? You know, not even mosquitoes to make you miserable. It's a perfect night. And you're falling in love. Everything that goes with that. The endorphins are flowing. They're going at 150%. Your heart is just melting and beating all at the same time. You're drunk with desire, and that's the way it is. But in the light of day, things can come out, and it's going to happen for some of you. Things are going to be brought to the surface. Some of you, it'll be a shock. And some of you, I mean, your jaw will drop and go, say, what? Something, it's like getting sucker punched. You don't see it coming. And with all the planets all going kerplooey right now, oh my God. I can't even, you know what? You could talk for an hour about that alone. But I've never seen anything like this in my life. And, you know, I got to watch it in the readings and see if I can actually feel out with the planets and how they're affecting the reading. And I'm not an astrologer. I am so not. I am so old school tarot reader. And that's all I'm about. But I love astrology. It's just that it hurts my head trying to figure it all out. you know, um, I know a tiny, tiny bit. So, people tell me I'm rising this and that, and what my moon sign is, and all these things. Okay, but they are having an effect, and the moon has an effect on us, the planets. Why would we think that just the moon, we feel the push or the pull, whatever your belief is, of the moon? And it affects us, our bodies, something like 75 or 95% fluid, water. And if it affects our tides and pulls the tides higher and pulls them out lower, different times of the month, what makes you think that when planets start doing their retrograde, that isn't affecting us? You can bet your bottom dollar it's affecting us. And I'm afraid to look it up, and I'm afraid to research it, that we're in for a ride for a while. All right? I know that. There are 5 to 6 planets all going at once, and one of them is Mercury. And we know what Mercury alone can do. It can do good things for us. And these are usually things you don't see coming. And they're surprises, but pleasant surprises. We have our own lives are slowed down. It's being imposed upon us. We have no choice but to slow. There's all kinds of communications are just a nightmare for the most part, and fluky for the other part. Your electronics. I've seen it. I lost my telephone, which was a landline, my refrigerator, and my laptop, all in one day in the last retrograde for Mercury. So this time around, it's like sitting on the edge of insanity. It's been horrible. That's why I'm behind on the readings. And in my Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, I explain what's been going on with me and why I'm so behind. There's only 24 hours in a day, and I have to sleep at some point. I've put in 16 hours waiting to do one reading for the perfect moment, the right moment. And I'm not talking feeling out the energies. I'm talking about life going on around me. And I can't get my corner where I'm sitting right now and get the room cleared out and get the house settled down. It hasn't happened. To try to keep yourself together, looking, doing your hair for like 14 to 16 hours, and all you got was one reading off. I should have had them all 12, and it didn't work that way. This is the kind of effect. Huge miscommunications with people right now as well. A lot of illusions going on in that department as well. People are not reaching each other. Some of you are not reaching each other, Pisces. Some of you are not connecting the way you should be connecting. This is a basic thing for all the signs right across the board anyway. Old memories come back, they resurface when retrograde. It's about going backwards. The planets, for those of you that don't know, this I do know. Astronomy is my thing. So I have a bit of a touch on, the planets itself. It's like hardware and software. Astronomy is the hardware, and the software is astrology. Put it that way. There's a good analogy. I'm about astronomy and the hardware, and I know how the planets move. They don't actually start going backwards, they appear to. From our point of view, to put it in plain English, looking through a telescope, that's what it would look like. I'm not going to go into that because it's too much time. You know what? It's been 18 minutes on the first card. And this is why the weeklies upset me, because I feel I'm under the crunch to get it done. But I can't stop until everything's been wrung out of the card. But retrograde means, back to the point, retrograde means pulling things in from your past and bringing them, zoom. They're right here in issues, forgotten people, forgotten times. And all of a sudden they become real relevant again. And it can blow a person's mind. Your keywords for the card, I'll give you that, are changes for sure. Inner doubt. Decisions have to be made. Some sadness. Your intuition's going to be highlighted as well. This is going to be a long reading. I am sorry. Oh my goodness, this is going to be long. 7 of Wands on your Thursday. On the 20th is endurance, and this is all about practical things. And can you go the extra mile if you have to go the extra mile, right? Your keywords on this card are defense and resilience and protections, feelings of protection over property, anything that belongs to you. Strong feelings of your job even. This is a practical thing as well. Facing opposites and oppositions right now. You got to you got to have the endurance to get through this day. It's going to be a hard day. It's going to be challenging for you. That's what I'm getting. Look at their territories. Territories going to come into play, and a lot of the main feeling of the day for you, Pisces, is resistance. You're trying to resist everything that's going on around you. Oh, again with the planets, and I'm going to say this all the way through this reading. I can't stress it enough. I just know it's rocked my world. It's turned me inside out, and I've had moments where I've folded in on myself. You know, and I can't believe what's going on around me. And it's change, and it's a shift, and you want to put a crash helmet on and strap yourself in with your safety belt, you know, and you want to have backup on top of that, and a safety net beneath you. You can't have enough. Do you get my point? Do you hear what I'm saying? You can't have enough. And you know what? I made the analogy today. It's like getting thrown into the drum of a dryer, and the dryer's turned on, and you can't stop it. No matter what you do, you can't. You're just getting jumbled around, and your head feels like that, like you're going around, and everything is just jumbled, and you can't tell which direction things are coming from, and you're being overwhelmed. It's like getting hit with a 12-foot wave from the Bay of Fundy on a good day. You know, you get the senses are knocked out of you. I'm used to being in control of my surroundings, and being professional when I need to be, and being emphatic when I need to be, and just being me when I need to be. And I have no control over any of those things. I would say the last 5 days have been not good at all. For all outward appearances, things could look wonderful, but you know, you don't really know what's going on with people, and the planets are just insanity rules right now. It's crazy out there. It's scary crazy. So this card, you know, it's telling you, you got to pull up your big boy pants, and you got to get it on and get on with your game on Tuesday. Very important. It's going to be a busy, or not Tuesday. I'm sorry, it's Thursday. Oh my goodness. Terrible. Bad me. You're going to need to take some time out to settle some certain encounters as well. There'll be some things going down, and you'll be encountering people, and it's going to be fast. Everything you do on this day is going to be fast. And the card's telling you, any changes that come up at you right now, don't resist them. Go with the flow is the main meaning of this card. Oh my goodness sakes. The Eight of Swords. And Swords, as most of you already know that are familiar with tarot, is all about the mind and what's going on inside our mind, in our conscious. Yes, our subconscious, but we're not aware of that. It's what's going on in the front lobal part of the brain, what we're aware of, and a lot of darkness, seriousness, serious tone with, I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords, because it's all about restrictions on your Friday. And what a horrible day to have that happen. To be feel restricted on a Friday is my favorite day of the week. You already know that. This card is here. Excuse me, to predict a change in your work or your relationships. Projects, anything you got on the go right now that's forefront and center. Yeah, that's what the planets are doing again. They're changing everything. And we thought we had it down pat. We thought we were on top of our stuff. You know, we're finding out it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how on top you think you are. You're about to get knocked off if you haven't yet. It's coming. It's a little bit of a reality check for all of us, I guess. We're going to feel like we've been through 20 hurricanes by the time. And we're talking cat 5s. You know, by the time the retrogrades are finally over and things start to calm down a bit, that's what it's going to be like. And we're not going to be able to come up for air. It's just going to be, oh my goodness, only when the planets want us to. You know, I smudge every day. It hasn't really, I haven't seen the effect. It makes me feel a little bit better, I suppose, but there's some weird stuff going on. But there's a lot of changes coming up, relationships and work. Some relationships are going to go into a complete shutdown, lockdown, where neither side is going to move. You can feel that. I can feel the heat off the card, and it's locked right in there. There's solid anger. Neither side's going to break, and neither side's going to move. And how unfortunate for that, because you're missing your time together. And time is short here. We shouldn't be wasting time on things like this. And again, okay, I had this in Leo for last month, and you know, I got the giggles really, really bad. And because the reason that two people can be on lockdown is because one's not free to commit. And like I said before, what do you think that means? All right. What that means is just what it means. One is not free to commit. It's not a good thing. Bound by too much responsibility. So, I mean, do I have to spell it out? So some people are having affairs. You know, one is single and available and the other one isn't. But you got two people in lockdown and they're in love. And it's touchy and it's sensitive and it's hard for people to wrap themselves around this. And this can happen. And it can also, because I'm not going to go down that road again. I laughed all the way through that Leo video. Like I was giggling like an idiot. The stuff that I was hearing. But some people are bound by too much responsibility. It could be something as simple as two people wanting to be together, but one says, I don't have the time right now for a relationship. I just don't have the time to devote to it the way you need to be devoted to. And this can be male or female on either side. There's no gender assigned to that. The advice of this card is to get practical and get control of your own life if you're able to, in your own future. At least plan for it right now. Put a few little goals in place, a few little plans. You know, even with the planets messing things up, we need that path that we need to know we're on, and we're following this path that we're on. We need to know we're there. We need to know we're moving forward. Even if we get knocked back on our butts over and over again, we have to keep pushing ourselves up, dusting ourselves off. Take a deep breath and keep moving forward, because you have to. It's something we have to all do. It's all part of. But you have to tell yourself that you're going to get control of it and just never give up. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you at this time, and free yourself. Set yourself free by being less tolerant of the less desirable people in your life, right? Keywords are separation and fear, burdens, a lack of vision for some, and being stuck, responsibility, and change. And look at that, we're at 27 minutes. I should be wrapping it up. I got 4 more cards to go. Queen of Swords, she's all about resilience, and this is on your Sunday. Yes, this is all about resilience. She's quite a powerful woman. You don't mess around with her. This lady is all business. This is the lady that gets everything done, and she hammers down. When I talk about swords and making decisions, she brings that sword down, and the decision is made. And it is a done deal. That is the way that this woman can be an actual person in your life, Pisces, or this woman can be a pure energy. It's hard to call them right now with all the planets going up, kerplooey. It's just the way it is. Matter of fact, she's very, very intelligent. She stands her ground. People don't mess around with her. If she's on your side, you've got a full support system with her. And she wants to see you bring the best out in yourself. She wants you to be the best you can be. She wants you to stand on your own 2 feet. She wants you to take control. And she wants you to be responsible for everything that's going on around you. Don't say, well, yeah, well, you know, I kind of get that and I understand that, but this is not the time to do that, because the energy here will kick your butt for it. All right? We need to open ourselves up to each other just probably a little bit more. That's what I'm getting off the card here. Just let me pull. I want to pull my book on her. Queen of Swords. Good Lord. She's a powerful card. I can tell you that. She's very powerful. She's amazing. She commands a big presence. Huge, huge presence. Even as an energy, you can feel her. She's not somebody... Sometimes I welcome her, and other times I cringe when I see her, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing in this reading, and what are you up to? See, I'm only going to get one reading off here tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of them. This one just straight, and I'm not going to stop till I'm done. The messages are there. But the Queen of Swords, your keywords are intelligence, independence, leadership, insight, intolerance, determination, and justice. The advice of the card, be prepared to make real strong decisions right now, what I tell you, or to respond to a final decision that becomes made by a woman. So you need to listen up and pay attention to that. This woman, the queen, is very intelligent, and she's extremely driven. You know what? In some aspects, this could be you, Pisces. Extremely driven and extremely intelligent. And this woman commands respect as well. And she holds her ground, and she puts her own interests first so that she can be a benefit to everybody else around her. That's just the laws of nature. She can be extremely charming, but she does not suffer any fools. Not at all. And a lot of people will misread her in this way. They think, well, she's so nice. I could pull a fast one off on her. I could con her. I could tell her anything. That's not the case at all. In short, you'll become aware of it real quick. Real quick. This woman can always see the truth of a situation in a flash. Boom. Just like that. She's got an inner sight that's unbelievable. And a physical sight, too. I know a Pisces like that. She's got one of the sharpest eyes I know. Hey, Sherry. And she blows me away all the time, like with her insight and her literal sight as well. This card often comes up in a reading to show very strong women, business leaders, independent females, and single parents as well. And yes, she does come up sometimes as the U card. There you go. It's time to show your strength of character when she does. All right. So we're into Monday, aren't we? That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, wait a minute. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 of Cups, all about boredom. And it happens. It's a Sunday. It's all about boredom. I just heard somebody's been waiting for some news to come down on that as well. On a Sunday, the advice is to look for inspiration to renew your faith. You need to do that right now on this Sunday. Life will bring you what you need. And the 4 arrives, you are looking for better at this time. For some of you on this Sunday, you're feeling a little bit lost. So you're looking for better from what you just walked away from or walked out of or emerged from or emerged into. When the 4 arrives, like I said, you're looking for better because you're feeling so dissatisfied where you are right now. Some of you have lost belief of a better life. You've lost belief of a better love. You're just losing hope, and you can't do that. And get your butt out of that shell. I see somebody climbing into their shell. It's a metaphor, but I see it. One leg in, half the body in, ready to pull the rest of themselves in and close that lid. And you need to stop doing that. Now's not the time to do that. What happens is things will become very stagnant for you if you don't participate in your own life. Nothing is going to happen. If you haven't been told today, you've just been told. If you don't take full participation in your own life, full participation, nothing's going to happen. Nothing. You become stagnant. There'll be no wind. There'll be no color. There'll be no air. There'll be no nothing. Just nothing. Feeling that off the card for somebody very, very strongly. You'll become, despondent and under disillusionment. A feeling of self-protection, and that's okay to be that way, but don't hide from the world. That's no answer to solve that problem. You have a need for change. You got to let go of the rigidity and the flippin' stubbornness, all right, on this Sunday. You're only cutting your own nose off to spite your face when you get like that. Don't get like that. Pull yourself out of it. Love yourself enough to pull yourself out of it. Only you can do that. Monday, the Tower, destruction. Okay, so this word shows up, and it usually indicates a breakdown. Endings in all kinds of areas of your life. Please remember, general reading. So for some, it's going to be chaos will reign. It's a flipping planets. Some are going to feel like surrendering. That's how I feel. I just surrender. I'm done fighting. I got no energy left. Some are going to have breakthroughs at this time as well. As you see, it doesn't mean the ending really of anything. It's not as bad as what people think it is. So don't anybody message me like the last time and tell me that I should remove this card from the deck because of negativity. Don't want to hear it. I'll just delete your ass. I'll delete your comment. I'm tired of that. I don't have time for it anymore. You got nothing good to say. You can say what you think, though. Just be nice about it. Don't be rude. That's all I ask. Don't be rude. I got no tolerance for rudeness. But some of you are going to have breakthroughs at this time as well. Enlightenments, epiphanous moments. New beginnings for some. And enlightenment. For quite a few of you, I'm feeling. Quite a few of you are going to be feeling this sense of enlightenment. And enlightenment's always a good thing. There could be enlightenment of something bad happened. Finding out something bad, but you know, in the end, in the bigger picture, while you're still here in the now with me, in your common sense moments, before something's happened, the enlightenment can be something bad, but in the bigger picture, it's going to turn into something good. It's inevitable that it does in the bigger picture. The advice is to give up control to the universe right now. Try to go beyond the planets and right to the heart of the universe and put what you can't deal with in the hands of the universe right now and trust in that. Some of you are beginning a brand new way of thinking as well. And for some of you, it's a new way of living or working. And for some of you, you're free to start over again. I'll just leave that at that. For some of you that had a strong foundation built and you watched it crumble around you, implode on you, you're going to be given the tools and the wherewithal to rebuild what you once had, only bigger and better. So vengeance will be yours for some of you. That's a heavy card, but I mean, did you hear all that? You know, card destruction. Oh, no. You know, it's not about that all the time. A lot of it has to do with my intuition and my flashes too. And I felt the heat off that card, so worry not for most of you. Your keywords are money. For the next card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. It represents potential. What a great way to end this reading. It's fantastic. So, your keywords are money and perseverance and dedication in your work, in your investments, in your time, and success. Sweet word. Sweet success shall follow. The advice is don't doubt your own abilities at this time. All right? Or even the path that you've chosen in your life. Don't doubt that at all at this time. The universe is telling you that. Spirit guides are going, no. Don't feel bad for where you are right now in your life. That's a good thing. Keep on the track that you're on right now for all of you. I'm going to say for all of you. Keep on the track that you're on right now. It's going to lead, and I'm feeling up to 90% of you, to success. So keep your head down despite everything that's going on around you. Keep going and forging ahead. That's for those of you that have something that's forefront and important in your life right now. So you just keep moving ahead with that. Some of you have been working and plugging away at something very, very, very hard for a long, long time. And yes, some of you, it's like looking down a dark tunnel and you're seeing the pinpoint of light at the end, and that's your reward. And it's coming for some of you. It's been a long, long, long time coming. And a sense of drudgery and hard work and never ending. When will it end? When will it go away? But you know what? Some of you are feeling like that right now. And I can tell you this. You're going to have to go back and redo a few things or shore up some of what you have done. But you know what? You'll be happy after. You'll be thinking, oh my God, I've got nothing left to give. But you have to. You've come this far. You can't give up. You've got to go back and you've got to fix a few things. That's going to be a given for you. But in the end, you're going to really, 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 really be glad that you did. That is your reading. Look at that. We're at 38 minutes. I'm sorry. I really am. I feel even sorry for the other signs because now it's 12:54 a.m. I don't know. Maybe I'll squeeze one more off, but it won't be this long. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it resonated with most of you. Also, new thing we're doing in the Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook, is you have to be a member of the Facebook group in order to qualify for this. I'm going to be giving away a 3-card free mini spreads on your birthdays as a my way of saying thank you, because I'm full of the conversation keeps coming up the last couple days, the gratitude, the people that we meet when we're online and what we end up meaning to each other and becoming to each other. My life, my cup runneth over. It just does, with beautiful, beautiful people. Anyway, so there's that. Um, Also, you can find me on Blogspot and Twitter and Google, Bay of Funny Fortunes, and of course right here on YouTube. I think I'm going to wrap it up for now because now we're into 40 minutes and 4 seconds. So anyways, for the rest of you, if you're looking for me, you can always find me right here in this spot or down below walking along the beach, along the water's edge of the mighty Bay of Fundy, the highest heights in the world. I'm always watching from here or down there because, why? Because I'm always waiting on the next high tide. Thank you, good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.